new topic to talk about. Whether people get on or they don't get on, hey, I can't control that. But I do like to come on here and talk about different things, unbox, reviews, whatever I can do, even food reviews. I'm gonna start doing that as well. But now the title of the live is, should you share a bank account with your partner? When I mean partner, I mean wife, girlfriend, whatever situationship you got going on. I want to know how people feel about sharing an account with their partner, a bank account. That's. I want to get different people's perspectives on that. It's a very spicy question because finances sometimes can make and break relationship, marriage, whatever you want to call it. Can make or break it. So I'm just curious as to how people feel about sharing a bank account with their partners. I'm very curious. Let's see if people join. Again, the question is, at your bank, would you share a bank account with your partner? That's the question. Let's see if anybody gets on. Hello. So the question is, would you share a bank account with your partner? When I mean partner, I mean boyfriend, husband, whatever you got going on. Would you be against? Yeah, you guys did say hi all at the same time. Wow. That was pretty cool. Now, how do you guys feel about sharing a bank account with your partner? Wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend? How do you feel? Okay. Why would you never share your bank account with when I mean share you I mean that the money that you make all goes into one account instead of separate accounts. Bad, they will use everything. Sweet home Alabama. Okay. So some of you would feel like they would use the money the wrong way, or some of you just don't feel comfortable with sharing that bank account with your partner. I would never. It is a boy if, but maybe with a husband. Okay, that's understandable. That okay. So if you had a husband, you would share there'd be a chance that you'll share your bank account before you share it with a boyfriend. I would say that you have to have a certain level of trust to you're 12 and you're 10. Okay, well, this doesn't apply to you. Sorry. Doesn't apply to you. If has to be at a certain level of trust for you to share a bank account. So I think if it's your wife or your husband, then there might be a chance. But if it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because this can make or break any relationship. Finances is one of the major reasons why relationships don't make it. That's why they end. It's the fastest way. It's worse than cheating. More people break up because of finances than they do cheating. As crazy as that sounds. Hello. As crazy as that sounds. My brother-in-law's wife keeps. Oh my God, that's Cayman. That's Oh wow, that comment just threw me off. Hello. Okay, I understand. It's something that you're like. You share your bank account and you're like, is this person gonna steal from me? Is this person gonna spend the money the wrong way? The money that I've earned as well. I understand where you're coming from, but Cayman. Are you serious about that? I'm messing with Tony. Oh my God. Does he know? Does he actually know? Cayman, does he know what's going on, or just I want to know more. I'm committed to knowing more because you just you started off with that comment, so now I'm committed. I think all of us are committed not to for you to finish the story. Well, what I was talking about the live is, would you share a bank account with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife? Would you do that? Oh my God! What I'm saying is, does your brother-in-law know? Yes, I said earlier that I would share a bank account with a wife. I wouldn't share my bank account with a girlfriend. In order for me to take such a serious step, I would need to be in a serious commitment with somebody. You don't just share your bank account with everybody and anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it has to. I have to have a serious commitment with that person, meaning married, in order for me to share my bank account. Because if you can't trust your partner, your wife or your husband, then who can you really trust? Because that's the person that you plan on spending the rest of your life with. If you can't trust them with a bank account, then you can't trust them with anything. If there's no trust, then you shouldn't be with that person if you have to always worry about what that person's going to do with your money or with anything in general. Well, if you're married, yeah. I, I I get what you're saying. If you're married, yeah. But that's just me. I'm not afraid to share a bank account. But like I said, I have to be in a serious relationship. I have to have some type of commitment from my other half. You don't just share your bank account with everybody. Oh, came and left. I want to hear the rest of the story. Nah. Okay. That's true. You should never share that though. And you can't because there's good people that you can trust in this world, and there's people that just don't care, that they see money, and it's true what they say. Money does change a lot. Money does change people. It does. It does. It really does. Money makes people do things that they've never done before. A lot of people have betrayed people over money. And I think that you need to be very careful who you share those type of things with. I think Mila, he's referring to the comment that said that you're married, you split. So I think I think that's what he's talking about. Like I said, it's just a topic that a lot of relationships fail because of finances. I think a lot of relationships finances is very important in a relationship. Very important. And I think that's very important whether you have kids or you don't. It's very important. Finance is very important. Ketchup, freeze. It's another thing that I was wondering about. Just a little side note. 'Cause I had an argument with somebody the other day about that. About this right here. Does the fridge? Does the fridge? Does the ketchup go inside the fridge or outside the fridge? It's a very good question. Does it go inside the fridge or outside the fridge?